Are you looking for the best Bluetooth audio transmitters? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best Bluetooth audio transmitters on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. MiiLink ML100. Mii's MiiLink ML100 is our favorite Bluetooth headphone adapter for most people because it does what it's supposed to do without any glaring issues or quirks, and we can't say the same about the other adapters in its price range that we tested. The Bluetooth performance is reliable. The ML100 paired easily with our devices, and every time we powered it back on, it automatically reconnected to the last paired device. It was also one of the most consistent performers in Bluetooth range and reliability, exhibiting fewer pops and signal dropouts as we moved around the house. The design is compact and user-friendly. While the ML100 is similar in form to most of the other low-priced headphone adapters we tested, it has a few distinguishing design elements that made it easier to use. This adapter is roughly the size of a domino and relies on USB-C for charging. A large multifunction button sits alone on the front panel. That button controls Bluetooth pairing/connection, play/pause, and call answer, and it's easy to find by feel since there are no other buttons around it. There's also a slowly pulsing blue light around the button that improves visibility without being too distracting. Number 2. QDLX 5K. The QDLX 5K is a worthwhile upgrade for those who own harder-to-drive headphones or want to have more control over their listening experience. But for the more casual listener who just wants a simple, affordable Bluetooth headphone adapter, this one is probably overkill. This adapter has a ton of customization options. Unlike all of the cheaper adapters we tested that offer little to no feedback or customization, the QDLX 5K works with a mobile app for iOS and Android that's loaded with tools for audio enthusiasts, all in a clean, clear presentation. Among the options are the ability to get precise feedback on battery life and Bluetooth codec, change the behavior of buttons, prioritize the power output based on sound quality or battery life, and adjust the audio quality with a 10-band equalizer. A lot of the advanced controls require some understanding of audio principles. The QDLX 5K has more amp power and a better microphone. If you own a pair of higher-end audiophile headphones with a low sensitivity rating, below 98 decibels, or a high impedance, above 100 ohms, you may need more amp power than a cheap adapter delivers to produce satisfying volume levels. You can read more about this in our guide to portable headphone amplifiers. We measured 80 milliwatts into 32 ohms from the QDLX 5K as standard, unbalanced headphone output, and 254 milliwatts from the balanced output. That is more than enough power to drive almost every headphone type on the market. Number 3. iFi Audio Zen Air Blue. The iFi Audio Zen Air Blue offers Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity and supports all relevant Bluetooth audio codecs, including SBC, AID, aptX, aptX Adaptive, aptX HD, aptX LL, LDA, and LHDC/HWA. It also offers great signal range, and it's the simplest and most straightforward receiver we tested in respect to setup and daily use. The receiver sounds great. In our listening tests, its sound quality was practically indistinguishable from that of its much more expensive sibling, the now discontinued Zen Blue V2. It uses the same ESS Sabre ES9023 Premier Stereo digital to analog converter, which is a great sounding DAC. In our audio comparisons, we couldn't hear a meaningful difference between the DAC in this little $100 box and the DAC in the $1,100 Rotel A12 MKI integrated amplifier that we used for testing. The Bluetooth performance is reliable. Pairing the Zen Air Blue proved to be as easy as with most of the other Bluetooth receivers we tested, and its reconnection with sources was far above average in reliability, consistency, and speed. In our range tests, the Zen Air Blue held its connection perfectly up to a distance of about 32 feet in a direct line indoors. But more importantly, the signal passed through 5 sheetrock walls before the audio started to stutter, skip, or take too long to reconnect. In practice, that meant that we could walk to any corner of any room in the house with the phone in our hand or pocket without losing a signal. Number 4. MiiLink ML100. The MiiLink ML100 is the best portable Bluetooth transmitter because it's full-featured and actually does everything it claims to do, which wasn't the case with other transmitters we tested. It lets you pair one source with two sets of headphones simultaneously, and its flat design, lightweight, and decent battery life make it easy to use on the go. The ML300 supports aptX low latency for improved audio and video sync. In our tests, when using the standard SBC Bluetooth codec, we found that the lag was 139 milliseconds. The average for all the devices we tested was about 132 milliseconds, and you're not likely to notice that 7 milliseconds difference. This isn't a problem if you're only listening to audio, but the lag is noticeable if you're watching video. On the other hand, when we used the aptX low latency codec with compatible headphones, the latency measured a much more acceptable 29 milliseconds, just under the 31.4 milliseconds average. At that rate, there won't be a noticeable lip-sync lag. But remember, your headphones must support aptX low latency to get that low number. The ML300 delivered consistent performance, which was not a given in our testing. Similar models we tested did not pair with two devices, as advertised, no matter how many times we followed the instructions to the letter. Number 5. OneKnee B03. If you're looking for a stationary transmitter to use with your TV or another home audio source, we recommend OneKnee's B03. It has the same features as the ML300, including good audio quality, aptX low latency, support for up to 2 pairs of headphones, and a receiver mode. But it adds features that are tailored to TV use, including an optical digital audio input and output so you can pass audio through to a soundbar, an AV receiver, or powered speakers. The B03 had lower latency when using the aptX low latency codec than any transmitter we've tested. Our resident audio expert Brent Butterworth described it as a screamingly low 10 milliseconds that may not guarantee perfectly lip-synced video, but it's as close as you're going to get with one of these devices. To get this low number, though, your Bluetooth headphones or speakers must support aptX low latency, too. When using the SBC codec, we measured latency at 120 milliseconds. That's still laggy when you're watching TV, and you may be bothered seeing people's lips on screen being out of sync with the audio. If your wireless headphones lack aptX low latency support and you notice AV sync issues, you can try connecting the Bluetooth transmitter directly to your AV source device if it has a 3.5mm or optical audio output, which may cut down on some lag created when the signal has to pass through the TV's audio processor. Or, consider dedicated wireless TV headphones designed specifically for this purpose.